Welcome to EDU World Space.
This question is asking us to determine whether or not a complex is square planar or tetrahedral when we know that the complex has two isomers. And this complex that they're giving us is a metal with two ligands of A and two ligands of B's, or Ma2B2. And in order to answer this question, we need to know a little bit about isomers and a little bit about these tetrahedral and square planar geometries. And so I highly recommend, if you have a modeling kit, to take that out and draw and create these geometries, because it can be a little bit easier to visualize what we're talking about when you're holding it in your hand and can actually turn and twist it. So we know that this complex has two isomers, and so we need to look at these tetrahedral and square planar geometries. The tetrahedral specifically for a complex that has four individual ligands, where two are the same and the other two are the same, but they're all monodentate ligands. Any way that you rotate this through any axis and any way that you switch up these ligands, you're not going to get any isomers that way. Now, again, I highly recommend that you get out a modeling kit, twist it about this axis here straight through the middle, this axis here that comes, again, straight through, and these two axes here that come out of the page and then into the page. And you're not going to see any sort of isomer created, no matter how you place these ligands around this molecule. Whereas the square planar, so in this geometry, you have the metal, and then you have two ligands going away from you and two ligands coming towards you. In this, you could imagine an isomer where you have this first molecule where you have both A's pointing out at you and B's pointing away from you, but you also have a metal where you have the four ligands, but one is A, one is B. A is over here, and then B is over here. So now this isomer is very different from this isomer in that they are not identical, but they have the same chemical makeup. And therefore, given what we know, that this complex has two isomers, we know that if the question is between whether it's tetrahedral or square planar, that molecule is square planar.